Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be reviewing my thoughts. This is part 2, I think. Yeah, part 2, and I'll see if it's holds any merit, or see what they have to say. The last one was so-so only. I think Mark Rothko's paintings are... Okay. So I already know where we're going with this. We're in the hoity-toity. Okay. Uniquely Mark Rothko. Uniquely Mark Rothko. Okay. That's pretty cliche. I think some of them are a little bit excessively priced, but... Yeah. Excessively priced. I mean, I think some of them can go for, billions of dollars or whatever. Like, they're the most excessively priced. I think at the same time, too, some of them kind of look like minions and... Okay, that I do agree, because I know the exact one they're talking about. It's like yellow with a kind of blue square. It's like a reverse minion, like kind of doing a handstand or something. It is pretty cute. So and anime characters and things like that. So don't know what anime. I mean, because I can kind of imagine, but you definitely know the minion one. Those seem to be kind of justified in price. Yeah, I mean, that's how Rothko was very kind of doom and gloom. So, I mean, there's certainly a duality to minions and kind of minion culture, and a lot of animes have kind of this evil main character. So I think it's fitting. He's dead, and that makes it important. But I also think that it... Okay, well, I don't know if that makes it so much important. Like, I mean, there's definitely less PSA 10s out there, but I kind of feel still like, or less, like, less, there'll be no more, like, it's that series is done, right? Like, they won't produce any more of those. So the amount that could be graded for a PSA 10 is kind of few and far between. So, I mean, it's certainly merit of when these things get discontinued like that, but it doesn't mean it's good. I mean, there's a lot of, for example, like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, a lot of them aren't worth a lot, right? They don't make, I guess they do make them again, but like they don't make that one, it's kind of like a, museum gift shop kind of thing or whatever. It's a bit haunting as well, and I think things that are haunting kind of have a presence as objects, and that's definitely true. There's things, it's not really haunting. It's not really haunting, but I mean, it still has a presence. But if it was really kind of if it was really creepy, I would be like, fucking looking at it all the time, right? And kind of thing. And like in this video, it's sitting right there. I didn't even notice it, right? But like that guy up there, it says, Gammon's on, but no noobs. That little sign behind him. I feel like that thing. It's like kind of looks a little more kind of weird, not as good. So I have actually looked at that a few times. So yeah, okay, yeah. Things that have a presence as objects kind of become mystified or mystical, and things that are mystical are often considered art objects. Okay, let's see how this chain of command that have a presence as objects kind of become mystified or mystical, and things that I think as well. And I think things that are haunting kind of have a presence as objects, and okay, haunting to presence. Things that have a presence as objects kind of become mystified or mystical, and to mystical. So haunting to presence to mystical. Things that are mystical are often considered art objects. Mystical to art objects. I mean, there's historic merit to that. Like, I mean, I have to maybe do a little more research, but I do kind of feel like all of those are kind of components to a lot of work throughout different kind of chapters or segments of art history, right? And if those silver threads kind of are contained through most, if not all of them. So, I feel like the work is justified, and I do enjoy it. I'm not a big fan of paintings. Okay, I don't know, but that's a little too generalized. As objects, but I do like as objects, okay, but like as more or less the 2D stimulus. So like an object is self-contained, so I guess this guy doesn't like contained paintings or something. And as visual designs, and I do like his history in art, I suppose. I wouldn't so much say that he has doesn't really have a place in art. Like his history is not a part of art, but like he certainly has added to what we know as art. But I don't know if that's a history. It's kind of still happening. He's gone. Because the work, you can always still look at the work, right? That's kind of how I think of it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, well, the other part about them haunting and mysticism was interesting. It kind of reminded me of the old. It was fake, but they didn't necessarily know that at the time. But there was this kind of ectoplasm photography that happened, and that was kind of, spoof. It was a spoof, but I mean, people kind of perceived it as this haunting thing, and I feel like that's kind of the beginning of when I can think of that making sense. I feel like in historic paintings, whatever kind of time frame that is, far before photography, or maybe romanticism and back, I feel like you don't see that so much. But anyways, yeah, okay. It's pretty good thought. I mean, it was a little all over the place, but I would say overall it was solid. I don't think I want to do half, so I guess I'll say a 7. I'll round up. But I mean, I should kind of state this for future videos, and maybe I'll make a little chart. But I mean, the scale is kind of grading, right? Like almost anything can get a 4 or 5, because anything can be pretty good. But to get the upper echelon, it's a really quite a steep bell curve. Okay, thanks for watching. See ya.